Good morning. My name is Harvey Harrison, and I am visiting from Southern California. I am here in Port Townsend, about to enjoy the colorful and wonderful benefits of your local swimming pool, as well as a residency in a Master of Fine Arts program out at the Fort Worden location that is conducted by Goddard College. For the last century or so, audiovisual media like motion pictures, television programs have been controlled by a community called Hollywood. And there's actually, surprisingly, been some really wonderful work done in Hollywood. But now that control, that central control is beginning to drift away. What's happened is that with digital media, such as the places where this interview will be presented, we're finding that a gentleman and I in the corner near the swimming pool where I hope to swim can do an interview here in Port Townsend, Washington, that can be uploaded, say, on YouTube or other sites. I refer to them as the raw and the unfiltered, and be distributed globally. Well, that's what Hollywood did. It was in charge of production, financing, and distribution. And now, anybody to whom I am speaking, anybody who hears this, I believe can assemble the resources to produce, to finance, and distribute. Small camera, some tape, a little bit of an editing program, or maybe even not that much. But you can upload, you can get to the world, you can communicate. Hollywood, a community in which I've invested over 30 years professionally, the digital media, which is where YouTube and the other raw and unfiltered sites reside, and finally academia, are all in very, very fluid, kind of like the beautiful bay out here in Port Townsend. When I came in a day or two ago, the bay was completely flat. It was beautiful. And then the next morning I woke up, and it was stormy and dramatic, and I was thrilled because, first of all, I'm an old surfer of the original Dogtown local tribe, to identify myself, and that is sort of a metaphor or an image of what's going on in the media. Hollywood is kind of fluid and stormy. Sometimes it calms down, sometimes it's very stormy. Same with digital media, same too with academia, because MIT, for example, likes to boast that it's putting all of its curricula online. Berkeley has a lot. University of California, Berkeley has a lot online. Other places have little or none online. Some schools are entirely online. So all three of these areas are as unpredictable and fluid as the water of outside Port Townsend and in the bay, maybe even stormier. That works for me as an old surfer, and what I see happening is a convergence and overlapping of Hollywood, digital media, and academia. One of the realities is that aspiring artists approach me because I've been in the Hollywood community as a professional for over 30 years. I've been in the digital media helping artists get their work out to the audience for in excess of 25 years. I've been on the faculty at UCLA. This will be my 10th year. And as a student of all kinds of studies and subjects, I've been a student all my life and always will be. So those are areas of enormous interest to me, all three of them. And the fact that they're fluid, they're stormy, and that they're coming together in odd and interesting ways give people an opportunity to do something that's never existed before, which is to create locally, which is exactly what we're doing this moment, and distribute globally. When DreamWorks was just founded, it's called DreamWorks, SKG, kind of like MGM for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, and the S stands for Spielberg, the K stands for Katzenberg, Jeffrey Katzenberg, and the G stands for Geffen, David Geffen. If you look at the logo, you'll see it. And I don't know Stephen very well. I've had lunch with him, and that experience confirmed what friends and clients who've worked intimately with Stephen have said absolutely. He's a completely lovely, lovely man, in addition to being a giant talent. I personally feel kind of sorry for him, because today, when I was rushing from where I'm staying over to the Safeway to use their Wi-Fi, which is very good, at the Starbucks, one of the people who worked at the motel needed a ride to his other job. I said, come on, hop in, I'll give you a ride. Stephen can't do that. He can't go into the McDonald's, where this gentleman also works. I can go into any McDonald's with my kids anytime. He can't. So it's a little tough. But Stephen is a digital media guy as a hobbyist. He's busy making these big movies. Well, his partner, Jeffrey Katzenberg, and I must tell you, he is a wonderfully intelligent, artful man. He's committed to making these big family digital animated features like B-Movie and so forth, Kung Fu Panda. And I said, and Jeffrey I know better, and I said, Jeffrey, please, work with Stephen. This digital media thing is a big deal. We can do things can happen. And because Jeffrey's reach is enormous, and his goodwill is fabulous. But he wants to make those two big Hollywood movies. So there are people still in Hollywood who are back in that old vision of things. And from their perspective, the fact that I'm here in Port Townsend, swimming, learning, studying, and I hope someday teaching as a result of the MFA degree that may be awarded to me if I accomplish this successfully, what I want to do is I want to help unlock the talent that's out there in the world. In order to do that, I've done it. I do it a little bit in motion pictures and television. I've done it a long time there. But right now, I have a site that has been up for about 3 years, and it's called Burning Shorts. The image may be one of really exciting short films or underwear on fire. Either way, as long as you remember, it's www.burningshorts.com. And when I look at YouTube and when I look at all of the Metacafe, Dailymotion, Boing Boing, all the raw and unfiltered sites, I said, gee, there's a lot of stuff here, and a lot of it's not so interesting, but that's okay. What if I were to do what I've been doing with artists in Hollywood? What that is, to dive into the deep waters of online video, say YouTube, and find really great treasures, like a pearl diver looking for something, And I founded Burning Shorts 3 years ago in order to do that. Now, and in the era of Web 2.0, our current online world, 3 years is a long time ago. That was before YouTube was acquired by Google. Things were consolidating the way they were. But out I went to find really great stuff. And great stuff there is. And if you're listening to this, watching this, you may be one who creates great stuff.